Hi, this is Kevin Short, and this is another episode of MSA Weekly, and we're on the road. For the next couple of episodes, we'll be talking about this festival that we're part of. We are in Jackson, Mississippi. This is the National Folk Festival. Jackson is the host of the National Folk Festival, the host city, for the next 3 years. So 25, 26, and 27. We're 1.5 days before it kicks off. We're loading in. This is the Welcome to Mississippi stage, one of the 6 stages that we're providing sound and lights for. In this episode, I'm going to be showing you some of the locations across the city that we'll be providing sound and lights for. And then in the episode 2, we'll actually do it once the festival begins and show you some of the entertainment, some of the musicians that are playing, and I think so a couple surprises. Just the great stuff that's coming here this week. They're expecting 350,000 people to be in Jackson over the weekend for the National Folk Festival. So I'll be talking to you from each stage as we move forward. Thanks. So we are at the end of Capitol Street, in front of the Capitol, and this is the main stage for the festival, right here in the middle of the street. This is where a lot of the activity will be happening. So now we're inside the dance stage. The dance stage, as I said, is one of the 6 stages here at the National Folk Festival, and it's got a big dance floor, and that's what will happen here. There'll be a lot of acts to play, and there'll be dancing going on the entire weekend. This stage is always very, very popular. There's also the Welcome to Jackson sign, which is kind of a famous, iconic sign in downtown Jackson, is here in this parking lot. All right, we're back. We're at the corner of North President and Yazoo Street, and this is the State Street Group stage, and there'll be bands here all weekend, covered stage, under a tent here. We're still in the setup stages for this. This is the Folklife stage, and this is on the grounds of the old Capitol building. Right down the street is the main stage. We're just off of that. There'll be some artisans, and so there's some booths and vendors over here on the other side. We've shown you all around as we're under construction and setting up. When we do the next episode, there will be music playing and people all over this town, and we'll be having the National Folk Festival. So stay with us. Thank you for joining us for this episode of MSA Weekly, and we'll see you next week with part 2.